Welcome to Replay if you're just joining me. I'll be speaking to the live viewers, but I want to sure you're included, so thank you for coming in. So I'm just going to show you a quick view of my site, Dating Advantage, which I'll get to in a moment. First get you back here. Hi, welcome, thanks for joining me. And sorry, just get my tripod up correctly. Such fun. Alright, let's do this without the power cable, because then I can move around a bit more. That's a bit better. Hi, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me and welcome to my Periscope. This is my official daily love scope. Sorry, I'm just getting, it's right, I didn't do not disturb. Oh well, say la vie. Thanks for coming in, thanks for joining me. I trust that some of my fellow scopers who are part of my groups will be joining me too. This is my daily love scope, and this is Straight Talking Saturday. So, thank you. Welcome from Russia. Happy New Year to you too. It's a global phenomenon, isn't it? If you are here for the first time, please make sure you are following me. I have 2 spots left to hit my 1,000 mark, which is kind of cool. So if you'd be willing to swipe right on the iPhone, swipe up on the Droid, or just tap the little guy in the corner and bring up my profile and tap follow me, that would be awesome. And please share this on your Twitter, to Twitter, and also share to your followers on Periscope. This one may get deep, depends how you are and how I are and how the conversation goes. I will speak to the idea about attracting new love in the new year, and what I mean is about how to do things differently than you've done in the past if it hasn't worked for you. So this could be a aha for you, a little light bulb going off over your head, and it could also be something useful you can take into your life. So if you're single right now, or if you're in the middle of breaking up from somebody from last year, happens, then this may be useful to you. If you're happily married, please share this with your friends who don't have what you have and want to get it, and I can help them too. That's kind of my work. So let me introduce myself and get into the topic at hand, and then hopefully you'll get some value from this, because that's what I want to talk about. Before I go into my talk for today, my conversation, my invitation today, let me talk about who I am first, so you know where I'm coming from. My name is Barry Selby. Like a surprise that is. It's my handle. I'm known as the Love Doctor to my friends. I'm a #1 best-selling author, speaker, and coach on relationships. I do have a book, which I have a copy of here, called 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. It's out in physical book. It's also on my website, and I'll give you the link for that so you can see all that stuff. Here's where the book is on my site. You go to barryselby.com/book. You can get the ebook on my site. You can order the physical book on my site. Although, to be honest, if you click the link and go to click the link and go online to Amazon, you get it cheaper there. Yes, Amazon's cheaper than I am for my own book. How about that? And also, if you go to my site, you find a whole bunch of other stuff out there too. But the ebook is on my site as a digital download. It's half the price of the physical book, and the Kindle link is there, which takes you to Amazon for the purchase. All right. Again, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. It's a thick book, but very easy. It's a very light read. It's like a bathroom read for those people who know what that means. So let me get to the topic at hand: attracting new love in the new year. And I didn't have enough room in the title to expand it to say what I was going to say, which is this. So many people have been doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result in the area of romance. And it is the definition of insanity from attributed to Albert Einstein, which is basically the same thing as being a hamster wheel. You're doing the same thing again and again, expecting things to change. So what I want to give you is some ideas about doing things differently. And also some of the insanity out there. I had to read a couple of articles today, one of which, actually, one was an email from a meetup group that's forming about people dating, for single people to meet up who live in the same street. How lazy can you get? I'm sorry, it just cracked me up, because I was looking at this going, okay, so you're basically hoping to find the right person you're supposed to be with, that you want to be with, who lives a block from you. It's possible, but if that's your dating pool, it's very myopic and singular, which is a challenge. So that's one thing I want to throw into the ring, about just an observation of things I've noticed. Second thing, reading an article today that's actually a New Zealand article, because it was a link through Google search I do, about this woman in New Zealand who is a dating coach, who's basically said that women should start dating like men, as in using the same rules that men do. And I am so against that. And I'll explain that in a moment too, to give you some content. Thank you for that lone heart up the screen. That was very cute. Again, if you're just joining me, make sure you do share this on Periscope and on Twitter and invite your followers. Thank you for a few more hearts. And please make sure that if you are in fact not yet doing so, make sure you follow me too, because I do a daily love scope. Today's a Straight Talk Saturday, Speaking about dating in particular, and I love your input and your questions and your thoughts and your experiences about dating, because it'll add to the conversation. But I also want to make sure that this is a informative and educational scope, because that's kind of my mission. So, speaking to dating like a man, I'm just toying with how to bring this into the conversation. Are you looking for love through dating sites and smartphone apps and matchmakers? If you're single and looking for that, here's a little bit of advice. Well, no, let me rephrase it a different way. I said this before on a scope last week about how dating sites, smartphone apps, and matchmakers and all these different services are vehicles. They're not the source, as it were. And I'll break that down so you understand what I mean. All these different resources, which are vehicles, can get you where you want to go, but you need to know, kind of like we're driving a car, what destination you want. If you are someone who basically is a okay, just watching what's going on here. No live viewers. Say la vie. I'll keep talking because some folks will be joining in. Can I do this? I'm checking something here. Nope, can't do it. All right. How do I say this? Because it's for the replay viewers now, apparently. It's clear that you've got to have a clear vision of what you want. And if you just go out dating on the hopes of meeting somebody, you will meet somebody. Some strange random person who doesn't actually match what you need. And that's the challenge. Angela, nice to have you here. And this is the thing about dating sites, matchmaking sites, dating apps, etc., etc. They're vehicles. But if you don't have a GPS coordinate set up for where you want to go, those vehicles will not get you there. It's simple logic. This is the dance I watch so many times with my clients and people I know in the world, friends of mine. And I watch them, and unfortunately I have to hold back because I can't coach them without their permission, dating the same type of person again and again and again. I did that myself. It wasn't fun. So my coaching is largely to help my clients heal what's in the way of that, first. And two, to get a clear vision of what they want. Because then if they go on the dating sites or smartphone apps or matchmakers, whatever service they use, they will in fact be more likely to find what they're looking for. And it sounds so simple, but not always easy. So the keys I want to make sure you have in this, and this is, again, it's a Straight Talk Saturday, but I'm talking about dating in particular, and I welcome your questions, your input, and your thoughts. How to be more effective in attracting what you really want. Because it's not about being effective in the dating scene, because that's not what I'm talking about. Because you don't need to be successful in the dating scene, you just need to find the one you want, or be found by the one you want. And that's the shift, because I'm speaking to women mostly in my work. And for women out there, this is a kind of a functional thing I want to teach you about. It's such a, sorry, I'm knocking my tripod everywhere. It's such a vital piece of the puzzle. And with the New Year resolutions that happened, New Year's Day, it's like, okay, there's vision for the new year we're going to create. And I'll speak to you about how this is such a pivotal piece. Because you're thinking, oh yeah, new year, brand new year, let's have some new things happen. So new relationships. And you wonder why 3 months in you're dating the same pattern, the same type of person you were dating last year. This is why. One, because you haven't changed the patterns and habits inside from your past that will keep running the ship like an autopilot. And two, you don't have a clear vision of what you really want. And that's going to keep giving you the same results. Now, if those work for you, great. If they don't, that's where I come in. I should say, that's when you should talk to me, because I can help you with that. And it's the dance that we have with relationships. It's the dysfunctional dance that we have with relationships that amazes me. It's something that I'm passionately about helping my clients overcome and change. I am shifting things this year in terms of my languaging and also looking at how to clarify my message more. And some of my periscopes are really test runs of material. So if you have input for me and you want to say anything back, I appreciate that. But I want to make sure that I get the message out, and ideally the guidance out that you can use. Yes, I'd love to have you come work with me and be a paying client, but I also want to make sure you have a better choice in your life. And some things I teach are not just applicable to relationships or dating, that are applicable to every area of life. But I want to make sure this one lands, which is you need to know your GPS. I should say you need to put your destination in your GPS, which basically means, do you know your vision of relationship? Do you know what you're looking for? If if you have that, you're starting to move things forward in the right direction when you drive your car, the vehicle, which is the dating sites, dating apps, etc. Otherwise, it's basically like driving a car aimlessly down a wide open street. There's no any guidance. The destination you hit will be anything and be random, and that's not going to help you get what you want. In fact, you'll end up with something you don't want, pretty likely. So, in my work with my clients, in my online programs, which you can find on my website, if you go to barryselby.com, a large part of what I teach is about how to get clear on your vision. And it's not just painting a picture, because a picture is a great place to start. They say like a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, that's true. And if you then imagine yourself walking into that picture, like walking through the looking glass and experiencing what it feels like, you've magnified from 1,000 to 1,000,000-fold. So if you want to change your language and your words, that's a great start. Create a vision beyond that. And then create a feeling experience of what it feels like. Then you're starting to, say, cooking with gas, as they say in the commercials. That's when you start to really attract what you want. That's what my programs are about. I have an online program called The Dating Advantage, and I have two versions. One is a coaching version, one is a home study version, that will give you what you want. So if that's something you are looking for, I'm going to tell you my website, you can go find it, and we'll keep talking for a minute, because I want to make sure there's value in this for you. But the bottom line is, when you're driving a car, it's good to have your GPS coordinates set. That's probably the simplest way of putting it, because that is something that is really, for me, such a simple way of saying it. Hi, Matt, nice to have you here again. Such a simple way of saying it, but so many people I know are out dating, basically defaulting the same behaviors and the same resources, the same bars they go to, or the same online programs, or the same dating apps, where they're basically looking for the same thing again and again, and wondering why it's not changing. They're hoping maybe that 1 in a million will show up. Well, if they change their focus inside first, their vision, their intention, their GPS, as it were, then there's a distinct increase in likelihood of success. So that's really the nutshell of what I want to speak today. I was realizing as I opened up, I didn't know I was going to go with it, but now I'm clear that's what today's Straight Talking Saturday is about. Is about clarity of vision. Yes, 2016 is a new year. Clean slate, start again if you were, as you were, in your life, in your love, and in your heart. So rather than just doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result, which is insanity, as Albert Einstein said, start with a clear vision. Start with a clean slate and clarify what you really want. Get clear in your heart, your vision of what you want, and then, and again, is what I started in my program, step into that vision. Walk through the doors of your dream and see how it feels to try it on. Again, in my online program, The Dating Advantage, I actually have 8 modules, and I start with the vision, but then it goes through 7 more pieces of the puzzle that will not only just deepen the vision, it will bring your vision to life. And that is the real toolkit. That's the real direction that will get you what you really want. Simple, really. This program has components that work for every area of your life, but the program itself is very centric about single women, for the women, attracting a decent relationship. I am going to create a men's version soon because men have been asking for it. But the truth of the way is the languaging set up, it's for women to attract the right man they want. So if you go to my website, which is barryselby.com, and you go to barryselby.com, right there, and then you go to the Dating Advantage. There's 2 Dating Advantage links on my site. One is for the coaching, with coaching, and one is with the home study. So there's the options for that. If you're a guy or a girl and you want to go deeper with that, I do have private coaching online. If you couldn't fail, who would be a perfect partner? Who would your partner be? Write it down. Yeah, well, that's a good way of putting it. At the same time, it's good to be clear about that. Because the thing is, if you are clear about your vision, you can still fail. Unfortunately, that's why the program has 8 modules. It's not just one thing. Vision done. It'd be so easy if it was. But there's more to it, because a large part of our vision is filtered through the lens of all our history. So vision isn't always clear. Vision isn't always focused, and it isn't always refined enough to help you get where you want to go. So that's what my work is about. So I understand what you're saying there, Simon. Sorry, I'm messing up names. I'm thinking of somebody else when I said that. So sorry, Matt. It's such a key piece of the puzzle to get a vision clear, but then to take the steps beyond that to make sure the vision is aligned, make sure the vision is true, make sure your heart is aligned with that vision, And then make sure you experience it fully so you know what it feels like, and that becomes more attractive, because this is tied into the law of attraction, actually. This is good. I appreciate that. And that is a key piece. Yeah, absolutely. And a large part of it too, for me, was healing my past, because I was repeating the same pattern again and again. And when I changed that, that also shifted and up-leveled my choice in partners big time. So I agree with you. There's different tools you can use. Those are two of the big pieces, by the way. Tying to the law of attraction, in the teaching that Abraham Hicks talks about, for those of you who know that work, they talk a lot about vibration, about feeling tone. That's why in my work, yes, you create a vision of what you want, but the vision, frankly, is like two-dimensional, or three-dimensional in a way. Well, it's two-dimensional, but so what I work with my clients to do in my coaching and in my online programs is have them step through that vision into, like looking through the looking glass, or walking through the looking glass, into experiencing the vision, to try it on as a suit of clothes, to experience how it feels, because that one, from one thing, makes it a different dimension. It makes it three-dimensional. Time, actually, if you include time, it's four-dimensional. We get technical about that. But also it gives you the feeling experience, and that is what the law of attraction teaches, that when you want to create what you want, it's the feeling tone you create, the buoyancy of the joy, of the light, of the positivity. So if you walk into your vision and it doesn't feel right, then, in the way of working my program, you go back and change the vision. And you keep tuning the vision until it feels aligned. And that brings your feeling and your vision together, and it creates a very powerful magnet for what you want. And that really, frankly, is the essence of my Daily Advantage program. So that's it. All right, I'm going to sign off. I'm realizing I'm running out time-wise. I've got to do a couple of things, but I'll make sure I get this scope out today. Again, if you want to check out my stuff, go to barryselby.com, which is here. A bunch of stuff on the site, including videos, audios, coaching, online programs, a bunch of other stuff. And follow me on Periscope. If you're not already doing so, please make sure you do swipe right on the iPhone, up on the drawer, and tap follow me on Periscope. I was 2 people away from my 1,000th follower, which is really cool. And I'll be back on again. I'll be doing one tomorrow, I think. Sundays are my possible day, but definitely back on Monday with a Periscope on love and relationships. All right? So take this into your life and use it. I'll be back with more content, as always. There's plenty of content in my book, again, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover, which is also on my website. And get out there and love yourself first. There you go. I'll see you again soon. Bye.